Hello, my name is John Hawkins, and the quality of character that we're going to be talking about today is integrity. Why I chose this topic. Integrity will be one of the three core values of the program God has chosen for me to take over as a head coach. It is one of the most commendable character traits. Every young man on my team will strive to display integrity always. My first core value, phileo, is the Greek word meaning brotherly love, and is most closely demonstrated in a close friendship. This core value will go hand to hand as I teach how to pursue my second core value, integrity. In the book, Successful Coaching, the author reveals the value of self-assessment in the form of feedback provided by those closest to you. As a team, it will be a part of our culture to call each other up to higher standards, provide constructive criticism, and keep one another accountable to this value of integrity. The definition of integrity is about the beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors that go into how we make decisions and conduct ourselves in our day-to-day lives. This definition did not start by saying integrity is about the attitudes or integrity is about the behaviors. In order to make day-to-day decisions, we must first have a belief or conviction that then is the compass that guides our decision making. How is a married individual going to respond with the temptation of committing an unfaithful act towards their spouse if there is no moral compass to assist this situation? Once an individual has chosen their beliefs, making sound decisions consistently will bear integrity fruit. Please watch this short 37-second video of the story of Joseph and Potiphar's wife. This scene captured in Genesis chapter 39. Joseph, the head leader of all slaves under the household of the Egyptian official Potiphar, had a decision to make quickly under pressure. In verse 7, his master's wife took notice of him while they were alone and tried to seduce him. Joseph responded by staying loyal and true to himself and his master Potiphar by running away from the situation. If you know you are prone to desire that would lure you to cross an ethical line, put yourself out of harm's way by not staying any longer. A French writer by the name of Molière said this: "Men are alike in their promises. It is only in their deeds that they differ." Every time you make a promise, you put your honor and integrity on the line. Keeping that agreement by one's deeds should be as imperative to you as it is the receiver. Ways to develop integrity in life. Reduce the amount of negative input. The best way to maintain our integrity is setting ourselves up not to fail. It's important to recognize that others pay attention to those you have chosen to associate with, and they will certainly judge your character by the character of your friends. Being aware what events or places may tempt us to partake in activities we oftentimes would never participate in, and deleting certain apps or installing screen accountability that blurs explicit images or videos from the internet can reduce the amount of negative input we receive. Another way to develop integrity, especially in sports, is having an accountability partner. As you can remember, the definition of phileo in my second slide is from the Greek word meaning brotherly love and is most jointly demonstrated in a close friendship. The accountability of a teammate makes overwhelming responsibility easier to bear and intimidating decisions more facile to discern. Knowing there are others who will walk alongside you, care about the path ahead of you, and want the best for you is what we have called in our program an accountability partner. As a leader in sports, or as a coach for a college basketball team, using my platform to develop not only our players' physical and mental capabilities, but also their character is by holding consistent weekly meetings, both individually and as a team. The individual meetings will be based off of each coach in my coaching staff will have 3 to 4 players that they will meet on a consistent basis. And the purpose and the focus of these meetings is to talk about ways to be men or women of integrity. Being able to talk about it is important, but being able to display integrity by our daily actions is another role of a leader. The easiest and most applicable way is to model integrity in all of our actions. Student athletes absorb mostly from what they see, and if they perceive their coach acting with integrity, making sound ethical choices, and being honest, they will follow suit. This next slide is a poem called That Guy in the Glass. Please take a moment, pause this video to be able to read it. The poet tells the reader that you can trick everyone and have everything, but if you don't respect the ways you have acted, then you have cheated yourself. In Jeffrey Mark's book, Season of Life, the former headmaster at Gilman School, Mr. Finney, would encourage all students to portray integrity at all times. Biff, the head coach for Gilman football, went on to say this: no matter which way you turn or what situation you're in that turns you, people will see that you have the same integrity in every situation. You're not different here with me than you are tonight out with your friends. You're not different in class than you are at home. When a situation is easy, you're not different than when it's hard. Your character doesn't melt when things are on the line. You treat every person the same. The definition of revolving integrity is you have the same integrity in all situations. To conclude this presentation, I want to leave you with this question: what is at stake? John Maxwell, in his book Ethics 101, states this: in order for me to make good decisions, I need reminders of what's at stake. These reminders for him are having pictures of his wife, children, and grandchildren all around his office at work, so he will never forget the people that are depending on him to do right. These reminders are valuable when there is more at risk when making a decision and striving to be a person of integrity.